Hi again, this is Dr. Whiting, and today I want to address a subject that is oftentimes overlooked and sometimes swept under the carpet. And that's what is frequently called ADHD, or Attention Deficit Disorder with or without hyperactivity. This often occurs in younger people, children, and young adults. And the reason for that, it is theorized that there is an imbalance of certain chemicals in the brain of these individuals. And we highly suspect that this is the case because of the way they react to certain substances. Generally speaking, people with ADHD or AD without HD tend to react in the opposite way to things they ingest. For example, if you give these people stimulants, it sedates them. If you give them sedatives, it stimulates them. And this indicates that there is very likely a chemical disorder that affects the central nervous system. Attention deficit disorder can result in a great many various symptoms. Anything from hyperactivity to inability to focus, to fatigue, to sleeping frequently, to disturbed sleep patterns, to outbursts of emotion, highs and lows of emotion, and so forth. And as we said a minute ago, stimulants tend to calm them, which is why conventional medicine uses such things as Ritalin and various other stimulants in an attempt to calm and help them focus. However, there are many potential side effects to those medications, and more parents of these children are seeking complementary or alternative ways to help their children deal with this problem in a safer and equally effective manner. Before we talk about some of those things, let's just discuss briefly what are some of the things that could contribute to an attention deficit situation. Well, if a person is predisposed to this genetically, there are several things that can exacerbate or complicate the situation. Pollutants in foods, air, water, food allergies, additives to food can be a very big one, chemical additives to foods, noise, and even lights such as strobe lights and so forth. The result is it makes these individuals often very difficult to focus on task, and over time it can develop into also a hyperactivity disorder where the individual becomes unable to sleep, unable to sit still, unable to control their emotions and so forth. Environment, food sensitivities, noises, again, can overstimulate hyperactivity. And because the drugs that are used oftentimes put these young people into a state of lethargy, almost in a comatose, waking comatose type state. And one of the biggest side effects of these medications is the fact that these drugs can create a dependency on other drugs and can set the individual up for psychological addictions later in life. You see, when children learn to handle their problems, especially emotional problems, of which we're talking to a great extent about, when they learn to handle their emotional problems with medications or with drugs, this is the greatest gateway to them continuing to use substances and drugs and whatever later in life to handle stress, to handle various other problems, to escape, because they learn to form this pattern very early in life. Now, what can we do as far as a natural approach to this situation? Well, our research has been quite extensive in what I call the use of bioelectrical trace minerals. These are trace minerals that have an anionic charge and are derived from plants such as prehistoric plant deposits, seaweed, even seawater. These minerals have a very unique effect upon the central nervous system and the nerves and the nerve system of the human brain. And through the use of these trace minerals, we have been able to successfully calm hyperactive children, help attention deficit children to greater focus and purpose and task. And it has been very, very heartwarming to see how hundreds and hundreds of these children have already responded so positively to something that is totally harmless and actually good for them. We also use other minerals like calcium chelates, magnesium chelates, and so forth, together with B vitamins, because remember, B vitamins are a natural stimulant. And in these individuals, stimulants actually calm them down. So high doses of B complex nutrients, major minerals like calcium and magnesium, and bioelectrical trace minerals in combination have proven to be very, very effective. If you or someone you know is suffering from hyperactivity disorder or attention deficit disorder or both, and you are interested in pursuing alternatives to conventional drug therapy, please feel free to contact our research center. The Institute of Nutritional Science, our website, is www.healthyinformation.com. You can also reach us toll-free at 1-888-454-8464. The Institute publishes a booklet on our research with attention deficit disorder with or without hyperactivity. And that booklet is available to you by simply calling that toll-free number. If there's any group of people that we should try to set on the best road possible for the rest of their life, it's our children. After all, they are and will be the next generation. Let's do everything we can to help take care of them. I'm Dr. Whiting, and thank you for listening.